All right, cool. So, can't lie, it's taking me a while to do this video. I just wanted to wait a couple of days because, so sad to hear about the AJ crash, to see the response to it. It's just, bro. It's just look. First off, condolences to Sina and Lats and their families, and no one can even try to say we can only imagine what you're going through because that pain is indescribable. I might find it hard to say certain words in this because it's a deeper one for I'm Nigerian, so it's a deep one for anyone that's from Nigeria, and we've always heard make money, go to Nigeria, and you enjoy life. But that's not the truth. That's not true because you still got to ride on them roads. You still got to deal with so much shit. But if I go into that on a deeper level, um, wishing AJ a speedy recovery. I don't know how that must feel because the mere fact they're your closest friends, you grew up with them, like they obviously trust you going to Nigeria. Bro, there's no one that can understand how you're gonna feel on a day-to-day basis, which is nuts. Do you know what I mean? I can only try and imagine how bad that would be. It'd be bad enough if they were your friends. Sorry, bad enough that they're your friends and their families trust you, but yeah, in a place like Nigeria where you want to go with somebody who is of high stature, that is a mad burden to have to live with. But look, I'm making this video purely on the basis that I said this year I wanna do a lot more things. Um, just giving more context to the way the brand's been building up and my personal journey in building it. And AJ was a very crucial, monumental moment in that. It wasn't. This ain't like I've sat down with AJ. I've met him a couple of times, not a lot of times, just a couple of times. And when I say hand on my heart, one of the most humble people I've met. A lot of people say that about him, so I'm not saying anything unique, but the level of humility for someone of that stature, is crazy. It's nuts. Me and my boy met him. We were gonna do some business with AJ Boxing, and we both came at me and said, "Wow, we can't believe he asked so many questions. We can't believe he trusts our opinion so much. Just a ability to be humble in that scenario, that setting, and ask the questions and never felt a little bit of ego for 1 second. And I've met a lot of artists and a lot of sports, whatever. I met a lot of people who are quote unquote famous and their egos drive them. You know what I'm saying? And you can't get a word out, or if you do, they're trying to make you know that they're bigger than you. Didn't sense that for a second with AJ. Um, and that's why the death of Lats and Sinner is it's painful as well because I know that birds of a feather flock together. So even though I don't know these guys, I've heard and seen so many things of them, and they're kind of brothers that you want to know. You know what I'm saying? The kind of people that you hear about, and going off to the energy that AJ gave, he'd only keep good company around. So it's a shame not to ever have met these guys. But yeah, I pray they rest in peace. Um, I pray that AJ can foster some level of overcoming because this is sad on all levels. Um, but as I was saying, AJ showed us love, wore pieces, posted us up, tagged us. All of these things are monumental for 823. So when the news happened, I was like, shit, this is bad. This is really bad. And if it was AJ that passed away, I don't even know where I'd be. Not to say Lats and Sinners' lives aren't important. They're so important. Not saying that, I'm saying AJ is obviously worn pieces, and I don't even know what kind of post we putting up, all that kind of stuff. But regardless, this is sad. This is sad, and I'm not. Like I said, I'm gonna struggle with certain words because this is. I'll tell you the real reason why I'm struggling. I'll tell you the real reason, yeah. Watching those videos of AJ hopping out of the car, in pain and agony, people recording, and like there was no first emergency services. The context of Nigeria having having investment foreign aid in the billions yearly, um, just knowing that the infrastructure isn't there for when we go back, it's scary. I have a little one now, and I'm always talking about, I want to take her home and show, bro, all of the risk of going to Nigeria are still apparent no matter how much wealth you have. That is scary. See what I'm saying? And it's like, well, we know all this stuff, and 30 December, so fun. I was there last year and I had fun, see what I'm saying? But best believe, every time I got into a car with my uncle or Uber or anyone, I was holding on bro, it's not a joke. Nigeria is the first country I ever went to, and I was like, I can't drive it. Bear in mind, for context, I've been to bare countries, and I've hired out a car, I've taken someone's car, I've driven on the first day, I'm comfortable. Even if it's on the other side of the road, in terms of left wheel steering or whatever, bro, I will drive. I'm confident that I'll pick it up. In Nigeria, hands up, I said no. I only drove once in my 3 week stay, and that night I drove. I was like, my mom was telling me, yo, I don't need to get a cab because it's more dangerous. And I was like, what? To me, driving in this chaotic place is more dangerous. So, this is my overall message to anyone who's Nigerian, cares about Nigeria, or African. Yeah, like we have to find a way to do something, and I'm sure there's going to be loads of initiatives and people who are that want to respect this moment and for it to be a catalyst for change. And I do believe this will be a catalyst for change in it, because everybody who wants to go to Africa or Nigeria and have fun, there's some serious issues that need fixing and addressing. And it all starts with us that are away, if I'm being honest with you, people that are living abroad. Because there's things over there that need to be fixed. There's ideas that we have over here that can potentially work. I'm not saying they're going to completely work. Some ideas won't work, but some of them will be good and work. And if you have enough people behind initiatives, I have hope that something can change. It might not be in the next 2 years, it might not be 5, but at least for the next 10 years. Come on, man. This is what my biggest dream would be. Having gone back or going back and just implementing things that can benefit millions and millions of lives. Because hearing something like that and not being affected is just diabolical. It's a wake up call for anybody. Yeah, you can make your money in the West and then go back to Africa and still get into a situation, car crash, whatever it may be, just because the infrastructure is not there. And then the hospitality or emergency, bro, how many? This is not normal, bro. We're in 2026 now. Today makes it 2026. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And there's been improvements in the slightest, but yeah. Look, again, it's a difficult video to make because there's just so many moving plates and it's so sensitive. 2 people have lost their lives that are known, have been said to be amazing people. You can see their works in the world, and we pray they rest in peace. AJ, quite obviously, will never be the same. And if you clock, AJ is a very what's that word? He's a growth-minded person in terms of he's always thinking about how to get better. That's why he talks about boxing in a certain way. But he's also high in empathy and the way he treats even the people that interview him or the people he meets. So it's gonna be burning him that he essentially is responsible. I don't even say that. He's gonna feel that way some days, and then other days he's gonna be how can I get past this? And if you clock the way he speaks, sometimes he has a lot of stoicism philosophies. Don't know if he actually really pays attention to it or just picks it up. But he has a stoic mentality. That's the only thing that can probably save him, and that growth mentality of can I bounce back from this? How do I bounce back from this? But no days are gonna be like it's not gonna be easy. But I pray he can, and pray for for his family and the families of his deceased friends. Um, yeah, man. Look, Nigeria definitely for me personally, and I think anybody who aspires to like accumulate any sort of wealth and build a house over there or take care of their family over there or whatever, like this is a scary moment, and like yeah, we need to definitely consider what the hell we're doing and how we're gonna make sure things like this don't happen. And yeah, people are gonna say, yeah, people this car crashes all the time and people die in Nigeria all the time. Like I get all that shit. Like, but from what we can do, trying to make the world a better place. Of course, like we're always gonna like lean towards places that we're from or immediate effects. I'm not disrespecting any other place that have issues, whatever. But the problems I understand I can fix potentially. Nigeria, yeah, the work has to be done. But yeah, powers to the world, love, and yeah, nothing more to be said on this one.